For thousands of years, human beings have looked toward the sky and asked one question. What will happen tomorrow? Will I become successful? Will I become rich? Will I find love? Will I suffer? Will I achieve my purpose? This desire to know the future gave birth to astrology, palmistry, Vastu Shastra, numerology, and countless systems of prediction. Even today, millions of people check horoscopes, visit astrologers, analyze palm lines, consult Vastu experts, all searching for certainty, all searching for control, all searching for a glimpse of tomorrow. But what if there is a deeper truth? What if the future cannot be fully predicted? Not because these systems are completely false, but because reality itself is constantly changing. Let us begin with a simple question. Where does the future exist? The past exists as memory. The present exists as experience. But where is the future? Can you touch it? Can you see it? Can you hold it? No. Because the future has not happened yet. The future exists only as possibility. Every second, reality is being rewritten. Through choices. Through actions. Through awareness. Through consequences. And through forces beyond our control. Imagine this. Two people are born at the exact same time. In the same city. Under the same planetary positions. According to strict astrological logic, their lives should be nearly identical. But reality shows something different. One person becomes a scientist. Another becomes a musician. One becomes disciplined. Another becomes destructive. One rises through hardship. Another collapses under comfort. Why? Because consciousness matters. Choice matters. Effort matters. Life is not simply a mechanical script. Human beings are not robots programmed by planets. Even many traditional spiritual teachings acknowledge this balance between destiny and free will. Some Vedic perspectives describe astrology as revealing tendencies and karmic patterns, not absolute certainties. As consciousness evolves, personal freedom can increase. Now let us look at palmistry. Many people believe the lines on their hands reveal their future. The life line, the heart line, the fate line, the marriage line. People study these markings hoping to discover what tomorrow holds. But there is a fascinating problem. Palm lines change. Over time, new lines appear. Old lines fade. Patterns shift. Even many palmists acknowledge that the hand reflects changing tendencies rather than an absolutely fixed destiny. Think about that carefully. If the map changes, how can the destination be permanently fixed? Perhaps the hand is not showing a predetermined future. Perhaps it is showing a living reflection of your present state. Your habits. Your psychology. Your energy. Your direction. And when these change, the lines change. Now let us explore Vastu Shastra. Vastu is often presented as a science of space, direction, balance, and environmental harmony. And to some extent, environment does influence us. A dark room affects mood. Fresh air affects health. Sunlight affects energy. Noise affects concentration. A peaceful environment can support a peaceful mind. But can a building create destiny? Can a door facing east guarantee success? Can a staircase determine wisdom? Can a wall placement create enlightenment? Of course not. A well-designed environment may support growth. But it cannot replace discipline. It cannot replace intelligence. It cannot replace effort. And it certainly cannot replace consciousness. Many successful people live in imperfect homes. Many unsuccessful people live in ideal homes. Because environment influences life. But it does not completely control life. Now let us move from spirituality to science. Modern physics introduced a shocking idea. Reality is not as predictable as we once imagined. For centuries, people viewed the universe as a giant machine. A clockwork system. Perfectly predictable. Completely determined. But deeper scientific discoveries revealed uncertainty at the heart of nature. At fundamental levels, Reality behaves more like probabilities than certainties. Possibilities rather than fixed outcomes. The future is not always a rigid script. It emerges through interactions, through conditions, through countless variables. One conversation can change a life. One book can change a belief. One decision can alter an entire destiny. One moment of awareness can transform decades of suffering. How can any prediction system perfectly calculate billions of changing variables? And now, let us go even deeper. Why do people seek predictions? Because uncertainty is uncomfortable. The human mind wants guarantees. It wants security. It wants certainty. It wants someone to say, everything will be okay. Or, this is exactly what will happen. But life does not work that way. Existence is dynamic, living, moving, evolving. And perhaps that is its beauty. If everything were already fixed, growth would be meaningless. Learning would be meaningless. Transformation would be meaningless. Ancient spiritual traditions often speak about karma. But karma is frequently misunderstood. Many people think karma means fate, a fixed destiny, an unavoidable script. But karma literally means action. Action creates consequence. And consequence creates future conditions. In other words, your future is continuously being shaped. Not only by the past, but also by what you do now. Some traditions describe this as a relationship between destiny and free will. Inherited tendencies may exist, yet conscious action still influences outcomes. This means your present awareness matters. Your present decisions matter. Your present effort matters. More than you realize. The Bhagavad Gita repeatedly emphasizes action. Not passive fatalism. Not helpless waiting. Action. Awareness. Discipline. Self-mastery. The message is profound. You are not merely here to discover your destiny. You are here to participate in its creation. So does this mean astrology is useless? No. Does this mean palmistry is useless? No. Does this mean Vastu is useless? No. These systems may offer symbolic insight, psychological reflection, cultural wisdom, patterns, possibilities, tendencies, guidance. But guidance is not destiny. Probability is not certainty. Potential is not inevitability. The moment we confuse tendencies with absolute truth, we surrender our power. The greatest danger is not astrology. The greatest danger is dependence. The moment a person believes, my chart controls me, my palm controls me, my house controls me, they stop evolving. They stop taking responsibility. They stop creating. They stop awakening. And that is where true limitation begins. The most powerful force shaping your future is not Saturn, not Jupiter, not Mars, not a palm line, not a room direction. It is consciousness. Because consciousness influences thought. Thought influences action. Action influences habit. Habit influences character. And character influences destiny. Change your awareness. And you change the decisions you make. Change your decisions. And you change your future. Perhaps the stars influence you. Perhaps your environment influences you. Perhaps your past influences you. But none of these completely define you. Because within you exists something extraordinary. The capacity to become aware. The capacity to choose. The capacity to transform. And that capacity can rewrite the direction of an entire life. The future is not written in the stars. The future is not carved into your palm. The future is not trapped inside a building. The future is being created. Right now. Through every thought. Every action. Every realization. Every moment of consciousness. This is the true power of human existence. Not prediction. Creation. Not fear. Awareness. Not fate alone. But conscious participation in reality itself. If this perspective resonated with you, subscribe to Hydrogen Awakening, where science meets spirituality, where consciousness meets reality, and where ancient wisdom is explored through a deeper lens. Until next time, stay aware, stay conscious, and keep awakening.